like I have so much to offer the business world, and it's like here because people, it just seems like I'm gonna say from what I can see, it seems like people here just refuse to improve. They don't want to improve. People here don't want to be better than what's worked here or the way things have gone here for however fucking long shit been going the way it's been going here. Is people don't want to deviate from that because it's uncomfortable. And then you have to acknowledge that shit is fucked up and then do something about it being fucked up. And it's like people here walk around acting like the shit that I've identified as a problem don't even fucking exist. They act like it's not even a thing. Like yesterday when those cops walked up to me, they said, oh, it happens all the time. No, it doesn't. It happens when evil, dishonest homosexuals are emotional and then they get to wear a badge and put that gun and shit on and harass people because of it. That's when you get um that's when you fit the description multiple times in a week for crime or something that never fucking happened, because I know I didn't do whatever they said I did, but I'm just saying that's how that happens. When you have emotional people in a position of power, they abuse it. When you have, first of all, they're dishonest about why they would even be that in the first fucking place, and then emotional on top of it. It doesn't make for a good experience for a smart person like me for somebody to just always be able to point the finger at me and say I did some shit and then stop me and waste my motherfucking time just because they willing to do it. Just because they want to keep the spotlight off of the motherfuckers that's actually doing the shit. Like I ain't, man, it ain't a crime. And they be trying to say I do like some weird shit. But it's like, bro, I'm not sitting around waiting for nobody to come get me. So they say every time they said I fit the description of some bullshit that happened, they always walk up to me stationary, minding my own business, just I'm not they don't catch me like on a run or nothing. They just catch me standing or sitting somewhere. And it's like, so you think I'm gonna do that bullshit and then sit around and wait for your ass to come and get me? So I'm gonna do what you said and then sit around and wait for the police to come get me. That's what you're saying to me. Well, that's what they be saying to me. That's how I would move when it's like, bro, that ain't got nothing to do with me. But just because they'll say it and they got the power to do it, that badge gives them the power to do it. So it's like just because they'll say it and they got the power to do it, they'll do it and then say, I did what they said I did. And nobody bats an eye to it because they're a cop, and it's like, but I know it's something going on beyond the badge as to why they even coming at me on that shit in the first place. Because like I said, this shit done happened multiple times in the same week. It's only dishonest homosexuals emotional about what I got going on. That's all it is. That's all it is. It ain't nothing else. It ain't, I don't fit the description of shit. I don't fit the description of anything because I ain't did a fucking thing and I don't do shit around this bitch. But the shit I do that they don't like, but it has nothing to do with none of the shit they be saying I did. Talking about stabbing people and sexual assault and all that weird ass shit. I don't do no shit like that. But just because they want to paint it like that's who I am, because, well, evil, dishonest homosexuals control the perception of everything around here, whether a person knows it or not. You don't, it's not up to you, it's not up to me, the truth that I see. I just speak it. You know what I'm saying? I don't get to pick who is responsible for the harassment I get. I don't get to pick where the harassment happens. I just speak on it when it happens. And I just know, I just understand and I know who the person is responsible for the harassment. whether they're honest about it or not. Whether they got on a badge, whether they don't got on a badge, and I call that shit out when I see them. So it's like that's the only significance about what I be saying is I know better. I know who it is. I know who's responsible for it. I know who it is. So it's like you speak on that and you're wrong, but it's like still that's the whole point. Like the fact that a person could do something and then I say something about it and then I gotta get an unpleasant or a negative experience because of it is the whole point of why I do what I do in the first fucking place. Because it's necessary. It's necessary. What I do is necessary. You have to, what I do needs to be done because who the fuck else can do it? Who else can tell you something about a group of people that's more than what meets the eye that you don't see and they don't have to be honest about? Who the fuck else here can do it? And who else would be, yeah, he right. Yeah, I'm exactly what he said I am. That's exactly why I do what I do. Who the fuck gonna do that? Who gonna say that? Who gonna put that shit on? And who gonna be like, yeah, that's exactly why I do what I do. Exactly what he said, that's why I do it. Who gonna do that? What person gonna tell you exactly what he's saying about me is exactly why I move the way I move? What person gonna tell you that? Whether it's a cop, whether it's a random person, whether it's anybody. Who's gonna do that? Not one fucking person. So it's like, there has to be people that understand there's more going on than what they see and understand that this shit ain't no game, this is real life. This shit is real. Like this experience I get is real. The cops really be harassing me talking about some shit I don't do for real. Which means the person that actually did it, they ain't fucking with that person. The person that actually did what they talking about, coming up to me, talking to me about some dumb shit for, that means they're actually letting the motherfucker who did that shit, he at home chilling. I'm being inconvenienced in the handcuffs for some shit I ain't even do. When it's like I know that it's evil, dishonest homosexuals doing this shit. So it's like, that shit irritates me. It irritates me to know better and see it. And then speak on it, and then a motherfucker say I'm wrong for speaking on something. But it's my life and it happened. Fuck you mean I'm wrong for speaking on something that happened in my life? When it happens in my life, I don't get to pick this shit. But hey, I'm just venting about it because it's annoying to me because I go through this shit on a daily basis and it's like, but the entire time everything that's been painted on me is being painted on me by a person that doesn't have to disclose why they're trying to paint me away anyway. They don't have to tell you what their motive is behind why they're trying to paint me away. And I know the motive behind it. And that's what irritates me because I'm always guilty if they say so. But me speaking on what I say, nobody acknowledges it or takes it serious at all. And they go out of their way doing unnecessary evil ass shit because they're evil, dishonest homosexuals. I said what I said. It's also Lord shit.